Okay. I'm gonna get an ad blocker, okay? I'm gonna find an ad blocker, alright? So we don't have to hear ads anymore. I'm so tired of the complaints. Alright? Sorry. Sorry. Hi everybody. What up, Snid? Hi YR. Hi Mike. Hi Martha. Hi Jeff. Hi Eddie. Hi Doom Sturgeon. Hi Thomas. Hi Brando. Oh wait, I think I already said Brando. Mike, thank you so much for the tier 1, 75 months. What's 75 minus 8? 6, 7! 6, 7! 6, 7! I actually saw a tweet a couple days ago that was comparing like 2010s to 2020s. And like, 9 plus 10 was equivalent to 6, 7. Riz was swag, maybe. I don't remember. They were just like equating different lingos. And I was like, yeah, you know what? 9 plus 10, that stupid thing, that was dumb and random too. What's 9 plus 10? 21. It's like the same stupidity level as 6, 7. 9 plus 10 was fun. Was it though? Was it though? Was it funny? I don't know. I don't really know if it was funny. I think it was just as equally stupid as 6, 7. 9 plus 10 was not like 6, 7. It's because someone actually answered with that. But did they? Did they actually answer with that? I wish I could find that tweet so I could show you guys the comparisons. I remember FAP was goon, or goon is FAP. What I remember that one. Of course that's the one I remember out of the list. But I don't remember what that tweet is. I didn't save it. That wasn't a tweet worth saving. But I did think it was interesting to see the 2010 lingo compared to the 2020 lingo. RB, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Hello. RB, how are you doing? What's going on? What's new? What's cracking? I'm really sorry that I'm late, you guys. It's so hard. It is so hard to be here at 6 o'clock when she eats dinner at like 5 and I'm trying to make dinner and also feed her and also feed myself and also clean up and also like there's just so many things happening all at once, trying to get ready. And Royce is not home until like 5:45, and so it's just really, really hard for me to try to get all of those things done and be here on time. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I keep having to postpone stream 20, 30 minutes. I'm trying my best. It's not like I am trying really hard to be here on time, but unfortunately I'm struggling to get here at 6. Snyder Tiger, hello. Also, today is Sabishi's birthday, so hopefully Sabishi stops by so we can wish him a happy birthday. Don't be sorry, we love you anyways. Oh, thanks, RMB. I feel so bad because I'm only here 3 days a week, so I'm like, I need to be on time. So when I can't get here on time, I feel very frustrated with myself, and I'm like, ugh. I need to do better. But there's just like right now there's like a mountain of dishes in the sink. Catherine made an absolute disaster of the kitchen. When you have a baby eating solids, every single meal you have to clean up, like sweep the floor, mop the floor, wash the countertops, wash the every single meal is an absolute disaster zone. So it's very hard. It's very hard to keep up with that, as well as make dinner for me, as well as make dinner for him, as well as it's just it's a challenge. Greg, family should always come first. I mean, I prioritize making sure that she's fed and she's taken care of. She immediately after eating today, she was so covered in food. I had to immediately put her in the bathtub. Like I fed her just in a diaper because I knew she was going to make a mess. She had raspberries, blueberries, broccoli, and these little raviolis, butternut squash raviolis with some ricotta cheese, and that was her dinner tonight. And it was everywhere. All of it was everywhere. It was an absolute just pure disaster. Literally raspberries smushed all the way up her arm, and I'm like, This is crazy. I took her out and she's just covered. Her legs are just covered in food. So I put her in the bathtub and then used the shower head to wash her off and then put her in the bath. So just, and that was right after feeding her at 5:30. So like Royce comes home while she's in the bath and there's still a mountain of dishes. His food hasn't been plated. Like just so much, trying to do so many things right before stream. And she didn't sleep well for both of her naps today. Were only 45 minutes and she woke up crying both times. I don't know if she's teething or maybe she's going through a growth spurt because she is starting to take like little baby steps on her own. So I think that maybe she's just got things going on. So just, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I promise I'm doing my best, but sometimes I fail at living up to your expectations. All right? So lower your expectations. Wait, what was the quote? What was the bit thing that Dark Soul used to spam us with? If you set your expectations low, you'll never be disappointed. And my expectations were low. That's what it was. Yeah. So set your expectations low, you guys. Hi, Gamerly. Oh my gosh, Gamerly and Thomas, did you see? Lo was actually literally live. Did you see the lovely Lo stream? I saw that. I actually, for whatever reason, I didn't get the notification to my phone, but I saw Jeff put that in my Discord. I was like, oh my gosh, Lo live, peace. Just so you know, Bench Squad drafted Catherine 67 overall in the Black Ops Battle Royale draft. We expect her to replace her dad tomorrow, who apparently is sitting out because of his wife. I mean, that's crazy comms. Catherine can't even, she's just going to put the controller in her mouth. Is that the type of, teammate that you want? She's just going to be running into a wall. Which is kind of like the equivalent of my skill set in Warzone. So, I don't know. I mean, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What's up, Emil? Food plated. Royce is a lucky dude. I mean, I try to take care of my child and I try to take care of my husband the best that I can and also take care of you guys, aka stream, but I can't do it all. I'm trying my best. The single bachelor life is pretty awesome. However, you're living such a fulfilling life with grace and purpose, and that goes beyond those dishes. Manifest your life with faith and action. It is. It is really wonderful. I have to say, she's just the most wonderful thing in the whole wide world. I mean, I love my husband. Don't get me wrong, I do. But her little smile and her little giggles and her little, when she snuggles me as she's falling asleep, like, it's just the most wonderful feeling in the whole wide world. My bros say lower your expectations, increase your average. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? When Royce was on your stream while you fed, he said he wanted 4 kids. He said that? He wants 4? That's bold. Okay, so hi Superman, hi Chronic, hi Carvel, what's up? Hi you guys. I've been saying 3, but if it's 3 girls, I will shoot for a 4th. Like 3 to me is a good number. I feel like 3 is good, but if it's 3 girls, I will be willing to go for a 4th for a boy. But I think 4 is like 4 is like my cutoff, I think. I don't think we could do more than 4. We definitely can't afford more than 4. Like, I don't know how we fit 4 into a house. I don't know. What if you have 3 and then twins? Well, then I guess we have 5. Then it is what it is, then I have 3 and twins. To be fair, better than some people I know. Mike, I know you're not talking about me, though. Better than some of mine and Royce's ranked teammates. Yeah, he gets so mad when you play ranked. It's crazy. Hey, Patty, great to see you. How is the baby and the husband? The baby and the husband are both doing great. She is, let's see, let me think of what's going on new with the baby, if there's anything. Oh my gosh, you guys, she'll be 10 months old in 5 days. St. Patrick's Day, she'll be 10 months old, which is, I don't know. I've kept her alive for 10 months, which is crazy. She'll be 10 months old in 5 days. She eats so much. She's great. She's great at eating. She sleeps through the night now. It's wonderful. She sleeps through the night. She is starting to like really babble. Like you can tell. So for example, she makes the same sound when my mom is always wearing a necklace when she comes home from work. And she said like duh, duh, like there's a sound that she makes, but it's always the same thing, and she's always looking at the necklace. So you can tell she's saying necklace in like a baby babble language, right? So she's talking. She's not quite saying the words, but she's definitely communicating, which is cool. Agony, thank you so much for the tier 3! Tier 3, let's go! Agony, thank you so much for the tier freaking 3. Can't tell you how much I appreciate that, how much that means to me, how much that supports the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Agony. Have you been playing? Have you been playing retail? I would hope so, because it's a new expansion. But I don't know. Some people are very anti-retail. If it's 3 girls, Chancellor the 4th kid will also be a girl. No, that's not true. No, not necessarily. What's for dinner? For dinner tonight we had, well, I was anticipating making Korean beef with mushrooms and sugar snap peas. And I thought I took the beef out last night, and turns out not only did I not take the beef out, we don't have any beef. So I was like, oh, goody, let me figure out what I'm going to make then. So I kind of just threw stuff together. So I did some butternut squash ravioli with chicken, and I sauteed some onions, and I put some broccoli in there with some sauce and some cheese, and just kind of threw something together. And I mean, it worked, but yeah, it was unfortunate because I was like, okay, good, I'll make the Korean beef tomorrow. Like, I went shopping last night. I was like, okay, perfect, I'll make the Korean beef tomorrow. And then, of course, we have no beef because I'm a friggin' idiot. Is she pulling herself trying to walk? Yes. So she is a cruiser if she's holding on to the furniture. We've got a lot of furniture. Like, we have a whole area where she can basically walk the perimeter. So she's cruising when she's holding on to something. Just as of like 2 days ago, she will take one tiny step toward you by herself, and then she falls forward. But she is now bold enough where she's taking that first little step by herself. So she's getting there. She's been crawling since Christmas, so she's a zoomer when she's crawling. Today was actually kind of significant. So when I put her down for a nap, this is actually really great. We don't have to like bounce and rock her anymore. We literally just lay in the bed with her on us with her blanket. And then when she gets nice and cozy, we put her in the crib and tell her to go to sleep, and she goes to sleep. But I knew it was nap time. She was tired. I knew she was tired. But she was being like annoying. No offense. Sorry, baby. I love you. But she was being like annoying. And she kept like lifting her head and looking around, and like, I'm like, what is your problem right now? I know you're tired, go to sleep. And so I was like, maybe I signed potty. This is the sign for potty. And she grabbed my hand, and she went like grabbing my hand, and she was going like this, which I think is her trying to sign potty. So I brought her to the potty, and she immediately pooped and peed. And I was like, my sweet girl, she's figuring it out. I love that for her. So potty training has, I'm glad that I started this early. I really am, because I feel like this is getting a good foundation. So yeah, she pooped and peed on the potty today. She's being annoying. Yeah, sorry, sweetheart. Sorry, my sweet peanut. You're the greatest in the world, but you were being a little bit annoying. Wow, you too? I also have listen, I didn't know what to put there. And I was like, forget it. I have to go live. I've got no title. GG's, it is what it is. So I just went live. I should write, I don't have a title, and I also don't have a fish allergy. And see if who would like to chime in there. What are you sipping on? Just water. Just staying hydrated. Also, hi TK. Hi TJ. She was making sure you're watching her. That's a W with the sign language. A lot of my coworkers use that, and I tried not to laugh when they would ask if they needed to boo. Yeah, so she is the ones that I use. Eat. She knows eat food. This one, you do this to her, and she's hype. She's ready to eat. She loves to eat. So she knows eat food. This is water, but she doesn't really sign for water. Because I don't really sign for water that often. I just say, you want your water? And I give her water. This is more. And she claps. She claps if she wants more. So this is, I mean, it's close, but she claps. All done. I'm trying to get her to do all done, but she hasn't really done it. She just shakes her head no if she doesn't want to eat anymore. Which, I mean, like, that works. Like, that's good enough, you know? Like, I know she doesn't want to eat anymore. She's shaking her head no. But yeah, Potty. This is Potty. And she's trying, so. Have you been playing retail? Yeah, I've got one zone left to finish. I have to do the Void Storm. And I've just been, okay, like, full transparency, I've just been having so many boob issues. Like, I've been having clogs that just keep coming back, and so every night I'm, like, in the shower pushing out clogs and sick because it makes me sick. Like, literally, like, you get an infection, it's called mastitis. And so that happened, like, 2 weeks ago, and then it happened a couple days ago, and so I've the past couple, like, I've just been consistently in the shower pushing boob clogs out rather than doing anything else at nighttime. So fun. So fun. It's the best. Yay! Don't you guys want to be a woman? Don't you want to enjoy all of these womanly blessings? Oh yeah, no, you guys, it's awful. I have to sit there like this and, like, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and then everything gets milky. My hand, everything gets covered in milk. Yes, I'm talking, yes, clogs in my breast from breastfeeding. Yeah. My nephew used to make a squeezing hand motion when he wanted a sip from the booba. Hilarious. She knows where my boobs are. If she wants my boobs, she rips my shirt open. And then I say, do you want a boobie? And she goes, and I'm like, yeah, she wants a boob. But yeah, now she knows where they are, and she just rips my shirt open. She's very sweet. She also has been biting my nose. I don't know if she thinks my nose is a nipple, but she keeps playing with me where she's, like, chomping on my nose, which is really cute. What did I just walk into? Sorry, listen, I'm a breastfeeding mom. I'm talking about breastfeeding and mom things. Sorry, that's what you just walked into. Went to Costco to buy gas. Madhouse lineup, so long, the longest I ever saw. Okay, you know what? I will say this, and I put this in my Discord. The last time I filled up my tank, it was $2.89, I think, for, like, a gallon. This was before Iran. It's now $3.49. That is the fastest I think I've ever seen gas go up. And I gotta say, I'm not thrilled about it. I'm not happy about that. $3.49 is where we were at with Joe Biden. Okay? So, I'm gonna need somebody, aka my president, I'm gonna need him to fix that. I'm gonna need him to fix it because this is, $3.49 is not it. Not it. They call me the breastfeeder on League of Legends, do they? Why? Why do they call you that? Your arms look fit. You play some sports? No, my arms are not fit. They're fat. Don't lie to me. We all know that they're fat. They're not fit. Look at this jiggle. They're fat. It's the highest in Washington State. You guys don't know. Pennsylvania is one of the highest as well. Pennsylvania has one of the highest gas taxes. So it's currently $3.49. Not happy. Not happy about it. Considering I just filled my tank a couple days ago. And you know what makes me even more aggravated is I was with my mom, and my mom can testify that I said this. I was like, oh, it's so nice that it only takes $30 to fill my tank again. I remember when it took $40 to fill my tank under Joe Biden. And then a couple days later, we're back up to where it was. Pissed about it. You saw the new White House edit? This one might be better than the COD montage. The Nintendo one? Okay, listen, I did see it on Twitter before I saw it elsewhere. And I thought it was funny. But because of the gas situation, I was like, you know what? I could do without the memes, and I could do with some lower gas. Please. I'm in Cali and diesel is $6.50. I don't know what, I think diesel here is like $3.79. No, maybe more than that. No, that's what it was before. Now it's got to be $4 something. Gas is just the beginning. Everything's going to get a lot more expensive. It kind of feels like it. It kind of feels like it is. I don't, not to be a doomer or anything, but kind of feels like it. Not really thrilled about that. Not really thrilled. Are you happy? Am I happy about what? I'm prepping for 6-7 per gallon if they don't get a grip. Yeah, we might be down bad, you guys, which is really not good. I mean, I'm really glad that I don't have to drive a lot, but yeah, not good times. I hope honey stays the same at the farmer's market. I hope everything stays the same at the farmer's market. I hope everything stops being so expensive. Perfect opportunity to start getting our steps in chat. Whoop, whoop. Our steps in chat? Your steps? Huh? R&B. What? Your steps in chat. Perfect opportunity to start getting our steps in chat. You're like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. What are you saying? I read this as PCPatty at first. It's not PCPatty. It's PCPatty. It's Party Patty and Krabby Patty. Gas is so high. Gas is so high. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm almost 1 month following you, but I'm from Europe. You not, and I am awake now. Yes. Hello. Getting our steps in, and I was addressing chat. Oh, get your steps in, comma, chat. Now I understand. Where's the punctuation, R&B? I thought Trump said he was going to bring, okay, he did bring, no. He did bring gas prices down. Gas prices were down a lot. And then this war in Iran started. Like I said, literally, the last time I filled up my tank was before Iran happened, and it was $2.89. Now it's $3.49. So he started the war. I mean, yeah, I suppose. But he did bring the gas prices down before this. This is just a temporary inconvenience like the pandemic. It's only a problem if you leave the house and drive a lot, which I acknowledge. Like I don't have to drive a lot, which is nice. My gosh, if I had been commuting to school right now, my gosh, that'd be crazy. If the U.S. wins, oh, the U.S. is gonna win. The U.S. is gonna win. It's just a matter of time. But in the meantime, I don't want to be paying $3.49. And I feel like it's going to keep going up. I feel like it's going to go up and up and up and up and up. We might see gas like over $4, which I don't think I've ever seen in my entire life. At least in Pennsylvania. This also really F's with poor truckers who have to pay like $5 for diesel and it'll keep going up. I mean, yeah, it's going to keep going up for everyone. Back-to-back WW champs. These colors don't run, mother ever. World War? I'm like, what's Warzone? I'm like, what are you saying? World War champs. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, like, we're gonna, it's fine. It's totally fine. Like, it's gonna be fine, but just for a little while, it's not gonna be fine. Just for a little while, it's gonna suck. And I'm feeling the sucking. Well, I probably could have worded that better. I probably could have said that in a different way. Okay. Well, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean. You know what I was trying to say. You know what I'm getting at. Not what I said. You know? Yeah, Royce knows to... JP, you cannot say that with my child watching. Catherine is watching the stream right now. Please don't make inappropriate jokes about her mother sucking on anything while she's watching. Please. That was some good water. That's not what I meant, but okay. Well, I don't... Are you saying that Royce... JP, gay jokes are even worse. That's even worse, JP. Hopefully Trump doesn't make water prices higher. Well, my water comes from the well. My water is well water, so good old clean well water over here. Maybe he was saying Royce loves to suck down water too. Gotta stay hydrated. No, he was definitely saying that Royce likes to suckle on JP. That's definitely what he was insinuating, because JP's sick in the head like that. What is the US gonna win? The war. This war in Iran. They're gonna eliminate all the terrorists and free the Iranian people from a terrorist. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge. And steal the oil. Well, I don't know if that's stealing. I wouldn't call that stealing. Do 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 do. I think my aunt just invited us on a cruise. Oh, I'm not going on a cruise. I don't know. There is no force on earth that will get me to go on a cruise. There's no force on earth that will get me to go on a cruise. Yeah, no. Love the invite. Love the invite. But I'm not getting on a cruise. No, not a chance. No thanks. I'll respond to that later. Murder, kills, and COD, not stealing once we kill y'all. Yeah, true. I flame beats. Patty, I missed you. Oh my gosh, I missed you too. I missed you too. Has your name always been I Flame Beats? Because it doesn't sound familiar. Are you watching me? I'm watching Crazy Complaints on Cruises. No, I'm not. My aunt just texted me and asked if I wanted to go on a cruise. And there's just no force on earth. Oh, good. Okay, she said, oh, geez, selected the wrong Patricia. Meant this for Aunt Trish. Great, perfect. So this wasn't actually meant for me and it's fine and I'm not invited on the cruise. Excellent. I didn't want to go anyway. I mean, I loved the invite. That was so nice, but I'm not into cruises and I'm not ever going to go on a cruise. So, GG's. I am Batman. I changed it. Okay. See, I remember that name. Yeah, I Flame Beats. Not a clue. I'm like, I don't know who this person is. But hi. Welcome back. Can I be Aunt Patricia's +1? You can't. Aunt Patricia's married, so Aunt Patricia will not be taking you as a +1. She'll be bringing her husband, my uncle. You didn't get the invite? No, my invite got lost in the mail. Sag. No, I'm not mad. I don't want to go. Also, why does my stream chat, I'm trying, leave it on the gifting leaderboard? Why do you keep changing to other leaderboards? Stop it, you stupid stream chat. What you like better, Batman or Marvel? I mean, I don't really like either of them anymore. I'm just not really into either of them at this point. But my favorite Marvel movie is Thor Ragnarok, and my favorite DC movie is The Dark Knight. I can't believe all these men in tights ended up being gay. They're not. A lot of them are not gay. I feel like most of them are not gay. Also, did anyone see my text exchange? Or not text, my tweet exchange with Riss today? You guys. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me just show you this tweet, because this is the most absurd, one of the most absurd claims I've ever seen on the internet. Let me show you this tweet real fast. Hold on. Okay, ready? All right. maybe we'll did she finally roast your ass? No, she didn't roast my ass. No, look at this. Okay, ready? This is the tweet here. The tweet, Henry Cavill, Henry Cavill is more of a man's man. He actually isn't that attractive to most women. Timothée Chalamet outshines him as a sex symbol that appeals to women. Henry has the classic strong, tall, muscular, and reliable kind of vibe, but he lacks edginess, danger, and mystery. He's basically a Reddit nice guy in a jagged body and a handsome face. Also, he's enthusiastic about stuff like building PCs and his Warhammer figure collection. I find it cute personally, but for most women, it's negative aura. Okay, I just... Let me make this so abundantly clear. Any woman who is claiming that Henry Cavill is mid or somehow less attractive to women than Timothée Chalamet is out of her mind. Stay away at all costs. This is the biggest red flag you could ever possibly see. Henry Cavill absolutely mogs Timothée Chalamet? Is that the correct usage of mog? Totally mogs literally pretty much anyone. Henry Cavill is a perfect specimen of a man. Literally perfect specimen. If a woman ever says this to you, ever says that Timothée Chalamet is more attractive than Henry Cavill, run the opposite direction. She is a literal walking red flag. She is attracted to little femboys. She is not the woman that you want to be with. Trust me on this. But anyway, the reason that I brought this up is, okay, so look at this. So she tweeted this, insane. But then look, okay, Riss says, I've loved him since Smallville. Wait, isn't that Tom Welling? Henry was in Smallville too? Was 1000% thinking of White Collar, LOL. He wasn't in that either. Okay, I have to be thinking of Man of Steel. I'm not even sure at this point. That was Matt Bomber. So let's do a comparison really quick. So we've got Tom Welling, Matt Bomber, and Henry Cavill. All right, ready? So these are the three guys. So this is Tom Welling. This is the first one. That's Tom Welling. And then we've got Matt Bomber. Okay. And then we've got Henry Cavill. They're all kind of like just the same thing. Like they're all just kind of variations of each other. So like I see the confusion. I see how she was thinking of the other two and not the right one, because they're kind of like the same person in a different font. They're all giving the same energy. But, okay, I will say Tom Welling was my first crush. Tom Welling as Charlie Baker in Cheaper by the Dozen was absolutely 1000% my first crush. Charlie Baker in Cheaper by the Dozen, like this is Cheaper by the Dozen right here. Love it. Love that movie. This is Matt Bomber. I watched White Collar, like a little bit of White Collar. I really wasn't super into White Collar, but this is him. He is gay. This one is gay. Fun fact. I'm pretty sure Tom Welling is not. I know Henry Cavill is not, but this one is. And then we've got Henry Cavill. I mean, just like, yeah. So they all kind of give the same vibe, right? Okay, there we go. Let's get a better zoomed in picture, right? There he is, Tom Welling, Matt Bomber, Henry Cavill. They're all kind of the same vibe. But Henry Cavill is top tier. Top tier. Definitely Henry Cavill, then Tom Welling, then Matt Bomer. But anyway. I see a pattern. Do you see a pattern? You see the pattern? Anyway, the point is, if any woman claims, one, that other women are more attractive to people like Timothée Chalamet, who looks like a literal rat. Okay, let me now show you Timothée Chalamet, in case you don't know who that is, who she's comparing Henry Cavill to. I could not be less attracted to this person. I could not be I am so unattracted to this person. It's in the negatives. That's how unattracted to this man I am. I could not tell, like, this is... What is this? No offense to him. That's, this is what you were gifted with. You're $1 million actor, whatever. But like, I just, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. And she's comparing that to Henry Cavill and saying that women are more attracted to that, to this, than that. That's a red flag, my friends. That's a red flag. And just simply not true. First one is a kid, second teenager, third a grown man. Yeah, they're all the same person. They're just at different stages of their life. I just want to judo chop his neck. I can't possibly imagine any woman being attracted to him, but apparently there are women who are attracted to that type of thing. So, again, those women, red flags. Red flags, walk away. Maybe she just needs glasses. Perhaps. Maybe she does need glasses. She's allowed her opinion no matter how wrong it is. Oh, yeah, of course she's allowed her opinion, and I'm also allowed to sit here and say she's absolutely just wrong, just 100% wrong. She's allowed to share it, but her opinion's gonna get mogged. Am I using that right? Am I using that term correctly? Like, mogged? Yes, just like Kristen Kruick, and I don't know who looks like Kristen Kruick. Not all white people look the same, lady. I mean, those three guys do look similar. You're gonna tell me those three guys don't look similar? I don't know what mog means. Mog means like to what? How do I mog? To like body. Right? Like if you say, oh, he bodied him. He mogged him, right? It's like the same kind of, it's like the same thing. No? Compared to Sid from Ice Age, he does kind of look like Sid from Ice Age. BY actually frame mogged Clav the other day. Yeah. BY definitely did that. BY's definitely a frame mogger for sure. BY's out here frame mogging all the guys. How about if he tried hard to steal your heart? No, because listen, okay, you guys, listen to me. This is actually important because people are going to tell you this lie that being physically attracted to someone is superficial and doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters. You have to be attracted to someone. And yes, every interaction that we make with someone is based on physical appearance. Like, you are not going to approach someone if they look scary or drugged out or like just not physically attractive. Like, I hate the narrative that looks don't matter. Like, no, looks do matter. They actually do matter. You need to be attracted to someone. Tomorrow I'm getting a Huskers raid. I'm getting Brando on my stream. Make sure to self-promo again, though. Oh, yeah? You're going to get a Huskers raid? Looks are subjective, but he looks like he offers candy to children. F out of here. Yeah, looks are subjective. Every single person is attracted to different things, but you still have to have some level of attraction to someone. It can't all be personality. You have to have some level of attraction. So when, I feel like the ones who are saying this are the girls who are, you know, you know, you know what I mean? The ones who are like, it's not about looks. Like, you should still be attracted to me. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, no, we're not stirring the pot. We're not stirring the pot. You know what I mean, YR. You know what I'm getting at. We're not stirring the pot. I'm just saying. It's always those ones who are like, if you're not attracted to me, then you're A, B, C, and D. Like, no, everyone has physical preferences. You're not entitled to people being attracted to you. Looks don't matter. Do you see who Royce married? F you, JP. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe I'm ugly, but you know what? Royce must be making Snapchats with the baby. Because I just heard some weird music going on. Like, yeah, maybe I'm ugly, but whatever. Dark Soul. Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, Patty and the Phenomenal Homies? Dark Soul, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yay! 3 subbies today. We're only 22 subbies away from our sub goal. Let's go. Oh, what is our total sub count? It's got to be down bad. It's got to be down horrendous. 306. Oh, look at us. Man, if only we could hit our monthly sub goal. If we hit our monthly sub goal of 500, I would totally feel I would totally feel like I could celebrate or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'd celebrate with a glass of wine or something. I don't know. I'm just random ideas or anything, but whatever. It's whatever. Just thinking out loud. What the F? Who the F said you were ugly? JP said that. I'm JP told me I'm ugly. I don't think you're ugly, but that forehead is something else. My forehead? My forehead? I don't really feel like my forehead's that big. I feel like it's pretty like my face is pretty proportioned. I don't know. I mean, sure, I guess. Women are born with value, men have to earn theirs. Well, we all have value. We're all born with value. Baby needs you, bedtime. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go nurse the baby, and unfortunately, we have not had 50 subs today, therefore there is no Royce cameo. It's a nice 5 head, don't worry about it. Okay. All right, I don't really like you guys telling me I got a big forehead. I didn't feel like I had a big forehead. That was not something that I got told I look like a duck, but do you guys think I look like a duck? Kid in high school told me I look like a duck and a fish because my eyes were so far apart. Don't look at me. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta go nurse the baby. Unless we get a 50 bomb, you're gonna have to just play Words with Friends or something. Or what is that? Words on stream? Words on stream? Here you go. Play this game while I'm gone. Is that why Catherine quacks? I'm about to stir your freaking pot, YR. Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm getting on a plane. I'm coming over your country. Keep it up. B. Here, play this while I go nurse the baby. We got a hype train. I don't know how we got a hype train, but let's go. Twitch, thanks for starting a hype train since we have not had any gifted subs, but now we do. Regum Foss, thank you so much for gifting Jolly King a sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That last one, what the frick? What the heck? What the heck was that level? Regum, thank you so much for our one and only gifted subby of the day. Appreciate that a ton. Oh, thank you so much for gifting another sub. That's right, we gotta have all the people who are chatting and people who are talking need to be subbed. Love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Our only two gifts of the day. Thank you. The sound of that game might be one of the worst sounds in existence. I don't think the sound is that bad. It's just like a little jingle. You have no idea how many times I wanted to type Pop-Tarts or Hawktua. What? Jacob, thank you for stopping by. Hello. Okay, back to work, unfortunately. Well, thank you for the 2 subbies. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We got a level 1 hype train, and we are 19 subs away from our sub goal. Let's go. That's so close. That's such a small number. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Thank you guys for being patient as I fed the baby, and then I was like, I don't really want to end the game in the middle of I kind of like that game, so I just let it play. But yeah, we got a hype train, so that's fun. If anyone wants to keep the hype train going, I would really, really appreciate it. I blanked after I got that one word. Yeah, I was like, goods. I don't know how else to arrange goods to make a word. There is doogs. so good. I'm like, there's nothing else to arrange those letters. Glitz. Dude, I was just throwing random words. I was just throwing the random letters together. This hype train is about to end. So, Regum, thank you very much for our only 2 gifted subbies of the day. Thank you for trying to keep the hype train going. Mike sounds a touch quiet to me, but of course don't want. Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking pretty quietly because she's on the other side of the wall. So, trying not to wake her up by speaking softly. Hopefully that keeps her asleep. Friendly Creative Seal, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know why my stupid leaderboard is like rotating through the tabs. I just wanted to show the gifting leaderboard. Why are you doing that? Is it doing that? The Twitch actual website too, or is it just doing that in my OBS? Really annoying. Let me go to creator dashboard. Okay, but anyway, what were we talking about before I left? We were talking about a couple things. We were talking about dumb broads being attracted to Timothy Chalamet over Henry Cavill. And then how fat girls are always like, oh, you have to be attracted to me even though I'm fat, which like is not valid. And then also we were talking about gas prices. And then what else were we talking about? Neo Magic, thanks for the follow. I love Tom took Zendaya's last name. What is her last name? I don't know what her last name is. Every woman is attracted to me. Oh, I mean, I don't know about that statement, Mikey. I don't know about that. Tom and Zendaya got married. He is just Tom now. Oh. Because, okay, now I get it. Because she just goes by Zendaya. Got it. Okay. They got married? Wait. What? What? They got married? Hold on. When did that happen? I knew they were engaged, or like that was, I don't know if that was like public knowledge or if that was like tea on the down low, but figure out the leaderboard. Yeah, I don't know why my leaderboard is being so stupid and like rotating. Hope you guys put the tunes back on. What's the best movie or show you've seen recently? Dinosaurs. I watched the. Did you guys? I saw it all over my timeline, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go watch it too. The Dinosaurs documentary on Netflix. Did you guys watch that? And like, of course, we all know how it ends. It's sad. GG's. Goodbye, dinosaurs. Like permanent dirt nap because of a stupid space rock. But like, did you guys watch it? That was the last thing I watched, actually. It's rotating between the different leaderboards. Yeah, what the frick? Why is it doing that? Spoiler alert. Stop it. We all know what happened to the dinosaurs. Actually, um, if you look at some comments on Twitter, there are people who believe that the dinosaurs are a conspiracy. Like dinosaurs are not real. And I'm like, how do you explain away all of the dinosaur bones? Everyone just decided to what, like 3D print dinosaur bones or what? Before 3D printers existed? Like where did the dinosaur bones come from? What's your explanation for that? Dinosaurs just don't exist. They never existed. Like I'm all about conspiracies, you guys. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm not all about conspiracies. There are some conspiracies that I think are valid, but that's not one of them. What was I looking for? Oh, music. I was gonna put music back on. Thank you for following Vlakel. Blackle. Thank you for the follow. I just look at alligators and crocodiles and imagine them bigger. Oh, much bigger. But if you watch the documentary, the ancient reptiles were actually like the kings before the dinosaurs for millions of years, and then the dinosaurs came along. Okay, one thing I learned in this documentary actually was that the Stegosaurus and the T-Rex were never alive at the same time. The Stegosaurus was during the Jurassic era, and they went extinct before the T-Rex even existed, like millions of years before the T-Rex existed. And I'm like, then why, do, why does every game have Stegosauruses and T-Rexes like chilling together? Not chilling, like but you know what I mean. Like, I didn't know that. Just look at chickens and imagine them much larger, much larger, like much larger. I actually, as a little kid, because I had obviously no concept of like the size of a dinosaur in reality, I used to picture dinosaurs as big as like skyscrapers. Like I used to picture dinosaurs like Godzilla. Like Godzilla, I thought they were the size of Godzilla. Now, they're not quite that big. Like the Spinosaurus was bigger than a bus. Like that's big. That's a big animal, imagine. But as big as a skyscraper? No. All women care about is dinosaurs, and it's disgusting. Could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, that just happens to be the thing that's going on right now is people watching the dinosaurs documentary. I used to think skyscrapers were dinosaurs. Well, TJ, I'm not that stupid. So you're dumber than I am. Idiot. Stupid dumb dumb. What do you guys want to listen to? This song just popped into my head. I don't know why. DJ, don't say stupid things like that. You look like Beyonce. I don't look like Beyonce. There's like one really obvious reason I don't look like Beyonce, and then there's a couple other reasons I don't look like Beyonce. But interesting comparison. I don't think I've ever had that one before. What's for dinner tomorrow? Excellent question. Tomorrow's gonna be linguine with clam sauce. Because it's Friday during Lent. So I can't have it. No, it's not gross. Also, Mike, every time you spell gross like that, I want to punch myself in the face. It's gross like this. This is how we spell gross. Gross. Like that. Bros on crack saying you look like Beyonce. Yeah, I don't look anything like Beyonce. Not even slightly. If you were Beyonce, you man would be lazy, Jay-Z. I have no interest in being Beyonce. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not want to be Beyonce. I would not want to be married to Jay-Z. I would not want to be Beyonce in any respect. Not interested. But you say the E, but that's not how you spell it. That's not how it's spelled. It's spelled like that. I don't know what to tell you. They were telling me that I look like Beyonce. oh, TJ, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. Okay, it's definitely not spelled like that, idiot. How many days of leftovers does that get you? One day. When I make the linguine with clam sauce, there's barely any leftovers. It gets me about a day of leftovers. We didn't have any leftovers from tonight either. Sadly, I made something the other day, and when Royce had it, he said not to gas you up, but this is better than when we had it at the restaurant the other day. And I was like, okay. Like, thanks. I thought so too. I thought it was delicious. I made salmon with pasta and zucchini, and I made it like a maple sesame soy glaze, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. No, he was not lying. We can say the quiet part out loud about that G-Man guy. He's into annoying singers and the meme spaced out eyes on the fallout. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what any of that means. Meme spaced out eyes on the fallout character slider? What? Lost me at salmon, but that's good for you. Yeah, TJ, we would literally actually lose you at salmon. Like, if we had salmon at a restaurant together, we would literally actually lose you. Badge. TJ, question. Well, I guess you wouldn't know, would you? When you were little, as a baby, did your mom not feed you fish? Like, because they say that no. They say that the earlier you introduce allergens, the less likely they are to be allergic to whatever the allergen is, right? So, like, I give Catherine peanut butter, and I give her, like, I pretty much give her anything that I'm eating. The only thing that she's not allowed to eat is honey, but that's like all babies. So I give her whatever I'm eating. So she's had pretty much every allergen already, and we've had no allergies. So I'm just like, how did you end up with a fishy allergy? How'd you end up with that? Did you not have fishies as a baby? Did no one feed you fish? I'm asking because Catherine really loves my salmon. She loved my salmon. And we got salmon the other day, and she loved that. I can't take this serious. LOL. I see you want to laugh. What do you mean? I'm asking you a serious question. Like, TJ, do you think that I'm trolling you? Like, I wouldn't. Would I ever? I'm asking you a genuine, serious question. No, I'm not blaming your mom. Actually, you know what? I'm turning this into a short right now. Ready? TJ's mom is a... No, I'm just kidding. I would never say that about your mom. I'll give my future son a honey pack on his first day. No, like there's actually something like that they're not allowed to have. How could you? No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't actually say it. I didn't say it. That's fine. If your child had an allergic reaction to anything you fed her, I assume you would stop feeding it to her. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. If I found out she was allergic to something, I wouldn't continue to feed that to her and just be like, GG's, like, suck it up. But like I feed everything to her hoping that she's not allergic, you know what I mean? Like this morning she had peanut butter on her toast. I don't think they fed me fish as a child, considering they allowed me to eat it. Considering they allowed me to eat it the day I almost died. I'm not laughing at you almost dying. Okay, hold on. Sauce, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Hi, Sauce, how are you? TJ. Listen, I'm sorry. Shh. Ready? Hold on, I just gotta get it out. Okay. Okay. I'm done now. It's not a funny or laughing matter at all. But what did you eat? I don't remember. I feel like I've asked you this before. What did you eat and how old were you? See, I'm curious about this as well because I know someone who's like deathly allergic to peanut butter. And like how do you find out you're deathly allergic to peanut butter without eating peanut butter? And like how old were you? Like how do big allergies like that work? Why is that? You just I'm sorry. I said, how do you find out you're deathly allergic to something? YR said you start dying. I'm sorry. It wasn't that funny. Just like I can't. Now my makeup is my mascara all over my face. I just thought that was funny. I thought that was a funny response. Okay, so but like before you start dying, okay, like for example, TJ, were you like 2 years old? Like your parents didn't like give you fish when you were younger than that? I was 9. Like that's what I'm saying. How did you make it to the age of 9? How did you make it to the age of 9 without ever having some kind of fish? Like Catherine's 10 months old and I've already given her salmon, clams, tuna. How did you make it to the ripe age of 9 and not have any fish? I don't, that's it. I don't know. And like, does the allergy run in your family? My parents aren't that into seafood and I'm an only child. That explains a lot about you. When's the last time you fed your kid fish? Like yesterday? 2 days ago I made salmon. Jonathan, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry, TJ. It's just interesting to me. It's just interesting to me because like I I was so fearful when I was introducing all these different foods to her. I'm like, what happens if she has an allergic reaction? And like, how do I know if she's having an allergic reaction? And she starts having an allergic reaction, like, I don't have an EpiPen, like, what do I do? And so I was like nervous introducing these different foods to her. And so I was just thinking, how did you make it to 9 years old without having fish? That's crazy. Allergies change every 7 or so years. I was allergic to nothing, and now at 52, I'm allergic to everything with fur except dogs. I don't know if maybe that's true. I don't know about the whole allergies change thing. Eating chicken nuggets in Florida gave me salmonella. Might just be food in Florida. You got salmonella from eating chicken nuggets in Florida? So when the fudge nuggets, chicken nuggets, were you in Florida? When were you in Florida? I didn't know you've been to the United States. Did I know this? Have you told me this before? Nice to know is that you were feeding your kid new foods. You thought of me gasping for air after eating fish. I did. I really did. I did, TJ. It has crossed my mind. As I was feeding fish to her, I was like, well, I know at least one person who would die if I gave this to them. I was a kid, they effed me up for weeks. For weeks? Well, God, it's a salmonella sounds awful. Why were you in Florida? No chicken nuggets for Kathy. Catherine gets chicken. She gets chicken a lot. She gets chicken. She gets turkey. She gets beef. She gets salmon. She gets tuna. She gets pretty much everything. Anything that I eat, I give her. No, not dino nuggies. She can't eat dino nuggies yet. No, she can't eat those yet. I make like chicken in the crock pot. And then I shred it. And I give it to her. She makes an absolute mess. I am literally worried one day I will be allergic to shrimp or lobster. I would be so sad. It's called a holiday. Who are you, Ice? Okay, first of all, it's called a vacation, you dumb European. You stupid ass European. Okay? It's not called a holiday, it's called a vacation. Get it right. Or I'll throw you in the fucking trunk of my car. In game. Not the boot, the trunk. Okay? It's a vacation. Second of all, let you in my country. I just didn't know. I just didn't know that you've ever been to the United States. How have I known you for almost 7 years? And like, did I know this? Have you said this to me before? Because I've definitely thought like YR's never been here before. I've been over 10 times. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this. What? Huh? I didn't know that. She's really gonna freak out when he says he's been to Pennsylvania. If YR stepped foot in Pennsylvania and didn't come say what's up, I'd be pretty pissed. Yeah, it was a cruise. GG's. Okay, but a cruise doesn't count. A cruise doesn't count. If I go on a cruise and the cruise stops in France, would I say that I've been to France? No, I would say I've been on a cruise, a European cruise, right? I wouldn't be like, I've been to France. Oh, it wasn't a cruise? Are you making a joke because I'm not going to go on a cruise? In your period, you weren't streaming because of baby. We all went to Florida. Lived under a rock. Oh, did you? Yeah, you guys just forgot to tell me that. We hung out with him. You weren't invited. Ouch. Why would you guys not invite me? I'm the life of the party. I'm so much fun. Actually, do you remember Do you remember when you guys for my birthday trip, you guys all stayed up like on the back porch and I went to sleep and I was so pissed off that you guys were like awake for like 5 more hours because I thought you guys were all going to sleep. So I was going to sleep because you guys were like, "Oh yeah, we won't be up like that much longer." And then you stayed up for another like 5 hours. I was so pissed. I am back. I don't think you were ever here. Were you here before? Oh, he said Trump is a effer. Hashtag Europe. He said that. Oh, he said that today. Oh, he said that today. And his message got deleted. And now he's back. Okay. Oh, he said that an hour ago. I'm like, I don't remember you. No, literally his message literally said hashtag Europe. As if we're gonna start hashtagging things in the chat. No, I'm gonna start some hashtag. Hashtag FYR. Hashtag guess who's back? It's me, the real Slim Shady. Hashtag Mog. It is okay. I am from Norway. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for you to say things. You're allowed to say things. You can say things. Go ahead, say whatever you want. It doesn't mean that you won't get, your message deleted or kicked out or whatever. Brienne, what's up, Brienne? How are you? Welcome back. Why do I hear Jakey squeaking? What is happening that he is squeaking? Did Royce not put him to sleep? I hear the dog squeaking. I actually have some information to give you guys about Jake. And also, I am wearing Royce's boxers because all of my shorts were in the wash. So yeah, these are Royce's boxers actually. But they fit me like shorts, so I was like, it's fine. It's fine. But information. We found out today actually that Jakey has a heart murmur. And he's got some arthritis in his spine, his lower back, and his right knee. So he had been acting kind of strange. Like he'd been acting just like lethargic a little bit, I noticed. And he wasn't as active, didn't really want to play as much. Like he kind of seemed off. And Royce had noticed it too. And so I was like, why don't you just take him to the vet and get like blood work done and whatever. And so we took him this morning. And yeah, so I guess we found out. And he just went like 2 months ago maybe or something. And he was totally fine. But I guess he has developed a heart murmur, which will, I guess, inevitably be. Okay, I'm not laughing at Jake. I'm looking at this message. YR said, "Well said." Sorry. Okay, that interrupted my train of thought. Yeah. So, it will eventually lead to heart failure, I guess. But it's like super early. Like he's not, she said his blood work is great, his lungs look good, like everything else seems fine. And she said, considering how old he is and how big he is, like he's in really, really good shape. And I guess she said to him, like, 10 years is a long time for a basset hound. And he was like, what is that supposed to mean? And she's like, well, like, they don't normally make it past 10. So Royce is kind of wrestling with the reality that Jakey is old and he's not going to be around forever. And so, Royce has been pretty sad about it. But yeah, the thing is, it's not something that's like an immediate crisis situation, and uh, it's just natural, like getting old, wear and tear. He's not a puppy anymore. But he's been so well taken care of. Royce has taken care of him. He's been very attentive to him for the past couple of years, ever since he's been here. So he's been very well taken care of. Um, but yeah, so big boy's getting old. Big boy's he's 10. He's 10 and he's a basset. They're a big breed, and they got lots of joint issues, and so yeah, but otherwise he's good. But just so it doesn't come as a shock to anybody, yeah. Jake is getting pretty old, and he's going through the elderly steps of life. Big boy. Big, yeah, he's a big small breed. Yeah, he's a chunky breed. But yeah, she said she's not super concerned about it. Like, it's not like it's an immediate crisis type of thing. He had an ear infection, which I think is what was making him act different. Like, I think he was just not feeling well. So the ear infection will get cleared up, and then hopefully he'll be good. But he's an old guy. He's a big floppy old guy. So yeah, Jakey, the big boy. So we got that information about Jake today. So Royce was pretty upset yesterday and stressed out about it because he loves his doggy. He loves it. Jake is too. I was actually thinking about this the other day. I feel like everyone has like a soulmate animal. You know what I mean? Like, everyone has like that one animal in their lifetime that's like their animal, and no other animal will ever fills that space in your heart. You know what I mean? Like, you don't ever love another animal the way you love that one animal. For me, that's 100% Kovu. I will never ever, I know that I'll never love another cat the way I loved Kovu. And for Royce, it's 100% Jake. So I feel like everyone's got like their pet. Like, for my mom, I'm pretty sure that would be Coco, and Coco sadly only lasted until 3. She was our black lab, and she got cancer. But I feel like that was my mom's one pet that she really, really loved. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys can correct me and be like, no, I've got 3 that I love all equally, and I don't know. But I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I feel like we've all kind of got our one pet that's really special to us. No, we're not getting another puppy. We will not get another pet until we're done having kids. We both decided. The extra, like, taking them to the vet, extra bills, their food extra bills, just having to worry about traveling with them and somebody else watching them or taking care of, like, there's just way too much. Like, we're done having kids, or we're done having pets until we're done having kids. You're not getting Catherine a golden retriever, so don't even think about it. My guy was 2 weeks shy of 11 when he passed, intestinal issues. Yeah. Yeah, my Kovu had issues too. Seems like you care about animals. Well, I don't care that much about animals. I mean, it's not. It's just that I'm not like a. No. I'm not like a PETA person. Like, I'm gonna eat some steak. It doesn't bother me that it's a cow. I'm gonna eat it. So like, I like animals, but I'm not like a. Oh my gosh, the cow has feelings. Don't eat the cow. Like, I'm gonna eat that cow. Doesn't bother me. The cow's there to eat. That's the cow's purpose, is to give us milk and to be eaten. How could you say that? I love animals more than most people, but not PETA level. Pets are a gift to us. Food is food. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I'm not like, I love animals, but it doesn't bother me to like go to a farm and pet a cow and then come home and eat a steak. Food is food. Some animals are food. Cats and dogs are not food. Cats and dogs are pets. But cow is food. There's a difference between PETA and Chrissy Noam. I don't know what you mean by that. What is that supposed to be a play on words? I don't get it. My boob is itchy. The boob that's had the infection. It's this boob that keeps getting the infection, and like the side where the clot keeps happening is itchy. Yeah, but how is Chrissy Noam and she shot her dog to put it down? That's not extreme. I'm gonna say something that's gonna maybe trigger some people, but I know at least like 3 other people that shot their animal or had to kill their animal to put it down out of its misery. I wouldn't say that that's extreme. I would say that's mercy when mercy is called for. I personally would not be able to shoot my pet. Um, I would have to make somebody else do it. But have you heard about reindeer herding? I have not heard about reindeer herding. No. I had underarm cysts once or twice. The popping was such a relief. Um, I have clogs in my breast ducts from breastfeeding, and they're very annoying. They're very painful and they're very annoying, and it's exhausting to try to sit here and get them out. She did not shoot her dog to spare it pain. Where are we getting this story? Okay, let me look this up. Um, took the dog on a pheasant hunt with older dogs. She ruined the hunt, and then on the way home from the hunt, she escaped the truck and attacked chickens, grabbing one chicken at a time, crunching it to death with one bite, then dropping it to attack another. When she finally grabbed her, the dog whipped around to bite her. And then she apologized because it was somebody else's chickens and wrote a check for the price they asked and helped them dispose of the carcasses, during the crime. She was untrainable, dangerous to anyone in contact with, less than worthless as a dog. So she put her down. Like she definitely could have tried rehoming it or shooting it, but I mean, because it's only chickens. It wasn't like she attacked other dogs or like a kid, but it did turn around and bite her. I mean, my family is also very like the second the dog bites a kid or one of us, the dog is gone. So like again, I don't really see this as extreme. I don't. My mom grew up on a farm. I've heard tons of stories about my grandpa killing animals, my grandmother killing animals. It's not that extreme. I'm gonna be honest. um, it's not that extreme. So I mean, if it was like the dog barked at her and peed on the carpet, so she shot it in the head, I'd be like, okay, that's extreme. But like, I don't know. It's not that extreme to me personally. But I mean, I was reading what it said she wrote in her book. That's what it said she wrote in her book. So if that's the story, I'm gonna be honest. I could see like my grandfather having done that. So I really don't think that that's that extreme. What she wrote, from what I heard, is not 100% accurate. Well, I mean, everyone's gonna embellish and twist their own stories when they're a politician trying to get votes, right? So like it could not be 100% accurate. But based on what I just read, right? Let's just say that is exactly what happened. That's not extreme. I'm not damning her to hell. That's clearly it's a farm environment. The dogs. Her intention for the dog was to be pheasant hunting, and it didn't do anything to the pheasants, but apparently tore apart the neighbor's chickens and then tried to bite her. And like, I could see my grandpa shooting a dog in that situation too. And my grandpa's not an evil person, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that she's an animal abuser and an evil person because I just don't think that that's that extreme. That's just me. That's just my take. I feel dog bite is a bit vague. Could be anything. If it's mauled her, I get it, but seems it should have been dealt with another way. Let's. I mean, I mean, my first reaction is she could have just rehomed the dog, right? I'm sure could have found someone to take the dog. But if you're believing that this dog is dangerous, then like you're not going to be like, I'm going to give the dog to somebody else. So if her gut was telling her like this dog is dangerous to other dogs or kids or whatever, like I'm not gonna try to rehome it. I'm just gonna get rid of it. But yeah, I mean my first reaction is like just find somebody else to take the dog. Well, I work with reindeers in Norway and we worship dogs in our work, but when they are done, they are done. We kill them with shot. Yeah, I couldn't do it myself, but I know a handful of people who have shot an animal to put it down rather than taking it to the vet to pay $150 to get an injection. You can just take it in the backyard and shoot it. Um, I personally couldn't do it, but I don't think that those people are monsters. I just think that a lot of them have like farm backgrounds. I don't have a farming background. I'm not used to seeing animals die or anything like that, so I couldn't do it, but I know others who have done it. I had to put my dog down because I had a neurological disorder. I mean, I had to put my cat down. Both of my cats got put down because they got cancer. And like, what is the difference between taking your pet to the vet to put, a lethal injection or shooting them? Like, really, what's the difference? It's just you don't do it yourself, you know? Either way, it's a mercy killing. in those situations, like when you put your animal down, whether you bring them to the vet or you know, shoot them in the backyard, like it's a mercy killing. Every politician is a POS. I'm damning all of them. I mean, yeah, I feel like they do all suck. Watching my dog pass absolutely wrecked me. I no longer had a car and couldn't get to an emergency vet. Spent the night calling the ASPCA and other organizations for help, and nobody helped. Yeah. Yeah, Kova was rough. It's a pretty violent last memory you have with him. Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I just mean, like, what's the difference? Either way, someone's killing them, and you're the one responsible for it. You know, you're the one making the decision to kill them. So it's the same. It's just different. I could never personally do it. I would not be able to shoot an animal. So I don't go hunting. I've never had an interest in hunting. So many people around here hunt. I live in the woods. Hunting is like, it's a big thing. I couldn't do it. I'm off to bed. Sadly, we did not hit our sub goal today. And it's already been 2 hours, and I should probably go too. So, rats. If you had to face execution, would you prefer lethal injection or a gunshot? I was there when my cat was put down. I held him in my arms as he was injected. I mean, hi, Tagamo. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Tagamo. Class died. Thank you so much for the 18 subs to hit our sub goal. You're an angel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Class 9. Class 9, did you just get here? If you just got here, I'll stick around for a little while longer. If you just gifted 18 subs so we could hit our sub goal. Tagamo just gave me 100 bits. I don't want to dip just as you guys arrive. Kitty cat is sleeping. That's why I'm quiet. I did actually, but you don't need to. No, I'll stick around for a little while longer. It's okay. I don't want to dip after you just gift 18 subs. That's not nice. Class 9, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it so much. I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could tell you how much I appreciate it, but I don't want to go into all that. So thank you so very much. Also, would I rather die lethal injection or a gunshot? Honestly, I mean, the end result is the same. So, like, whichever one's quicker, I guess. Whichever one takes me out faster. I don't know which one would be quicker. If lethal injection's faster, then lethal injection. That's me. Yep, that's me. Class 9, how are you? What's going on? I'm picking gunshot, but Patty has to pull the trigger. I couldn't. Unless you harmed Catherine in some way, I couldn't. If you touched my child, then it's a different story. Then put the M4 in my hands. Drop me into war zone, like you're done for. Doesn't matter, actually. Situations are just bad if you can actually remember them. I mean, the memories are the bad thing. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't remember any trauma that you have, is it really trauma? It's like if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? if you don't remember it, does it even matter? Go into a haunted house, JP. Patty will make sure the ghost gets you. He's over there. He's hiding in the closet. Yes, it makes a sound. It does make a sound. I actually was on a walk the other day and a tree fell, and I thought of that. I was like, if I wasn't here, it still made the sound. I just didn't hear it. Ooh, I don't know. I guess it matters what you believe happens after death. For for people. Yeah, I mean, I hope that I live a good enough life, um, and serve my God well enough to make it to heaven. But I don't think like animals don't die and go to heaven. One thing for sure, the body ain't going nowhere. No, the body ain't going nowhere. Wherever it is, it is. That's where it stays. Well, I guess unless, of course, somebody takes it. I'm a lumberjack. How do you feel about being a lumberjack? I refuse to believe my dog didn't go to heaven. He was a good boy. So, you know, this is actually a lot of kids have this problem. This is like a big thing that I remember kids used to ask this in my classes. Like, why don't pets go to heaven? Why don't our pets go to heaven? Why can't? And I'm like, and then I once, my deacon once explained it to us like this. No, they don't go to hell. They just don't go to heaven. They don't have souls the way we do. Their souls don't go to heaven. Um, he said when you love something so much, and we love our pets, right? We love our pets. They become a part of us. They become a part of our soul, our spirits. And so he always thought, and I thought that this was a good. I don't know. I felt like this made sense to me. Is they become a part of our soul. So when we get to heaven, they're there with us. They come with us essentially as a part of us. But like not they don't they don't have their own souls. Why are we different? Because we're people. Like humans are different than animals. This is one of those arguments that drives me crazy. Yes, we're part of the animal kingdom, but we are separate from animals. I love when people are like, "Oh, there's gayness in the animal kingdom, so like it can't be wrong." Like we are very different from animals. If we were like animals, we'd be, you know, I have this book actually that tells you all the fun things that some animals do. We're different from animals. Everyone knows that we're different from animals. We don't need to have this argument. We're different from animals. I'm big and strong and manly arms. Oh, my husband's really into that. My husband's really into that. Oh, so you read that? No, that's not. That's not the book I'm talking about. JP, she loves that chess book. She always takes the chess book. I don't know why. She always goes for that one. I think she likes something about chewing on it. It has to be. She can't read it, so I don't know why else she would go for it. But she constantly takes that book out of the basket to chew on it. So she's a big fan. She's going to be a chess player, which makes sense because she's Asian. No, Jambalaya, I feel like you're intentionally like not listening. I just said we are animals. But we are different from animals. You know that we're different from animals. I know that we're different from animals. We are different from animals. That's one of the worst arguments. People always use this argument. It happens in the animal kingdom. We're all just animals. Like, we are different from animals. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Stop. Like, let's not play the silly game where we say that we're animals. We're the same as a dog. We're not the same as a dog. Some people though. Hold on, Claustein. You might be onto something. Some people. You right, actually. Oh, Claustein. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Give me an update. Who did you talk to? Where did you talk to her? How did it go? Thomas, where's Thomas? Thomas, are you still in here? Did you do your homework? You guys, I instructed you, all of you, to, you know, go out there and find a woman and talk to her. Did you? Chimps are also animals and they're the closest primate to us. Yeah, and chimps shit in their hands and throw it at each other. Like, please, this argument is so tiring to me. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with you that we're different from animals. If you think that we're the same as animals, go live in a zoo. Like, Tagamo, there's no point. There's no point. There's not even a point because they're just gonna. So what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just go live in a zoo then. Go live in a zoo. Why don't we live in zoos? It didn't really go that well the last time, so I'm a bit hesitant. But you gotta shoot your shot. Royce is like a horse. Royce is kind of like a horse in certain ways. Yeah, I agree. Hi, GRP. Hello. Welcome back, GRP. Oh my gosh, Urinal wasn't here today. Urinal and GRP joined us the same day. No, Jambalaya, please listen. We are animals. I'm not saying we're not animals. I already said this. How many times did I say this? 3, 4, 5 times? Yes, we are animals. But we are different than a monkey. We are different than a cat. We are different than a dog. You know that and I know that. Are you trying to tell me that a lion is the same thing as a horse? Talk to girls. So go forth and reproduce or just talk. Hi Burns boys. Just talk. We're just starting with talking. Just talk. We're just talking. We're not I don't expect you all to come back with children. Okay? If you've lived in LA, you've lived in a zoo. I'm sure it's like that. Where does the higher brain function stop? Look at elephants. They recognize themselves in mirrors and have a sense of self. What's so crazy, and I'm not saying that you feel this way, but what's so crazy is people will use this argument and then simultaneously say that a baby in the womb is just a clump of cells. Like, oh my fuck, the cognitive dissonance is astounding. Astounding. Imagine saying that we have the same value as a lion and then saying that, like, God. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You crazy boy. It is. I lived there for 5 years. Oh my gosh, Tagmo. It must have been so expensive to live in LA. Jeez Louise. Happy Women's Day for a week ago. Keep making our world more beautiful with your own. Oh my gosh. This is the first year in 3 years that I didn't play World of Tanks for Women's Day. I wasn't even invited. Could you believe that? I can tell you the difference. An animal wouldn't be having a convo about whether they are animals or not. Animals aren't capable of speech. But they have their own ways of communicating. I'm not going to say shit about a baby. I think women need to make that decision. But it takes two. It takes two to have a baby, so why doesn't the man have a say? Why don't men have a say in that? Women can't get pregnant on their own. Not even with, like, IVF. You still need sperm. So why don't men have a say in what happens to their offspring? I think this is so interesting. I think that it's so interesting that it's crazy. That's honestly, I'm sorry. I just I can't. It's a wild thing. If I said otherwise, you would say, why the F do you have a say? I personally would not say that. I personally believe, first and foremost, that abortion is always murder. Objectively murder. of an unborn child all of the time. There is no circumstance where I think that it's acceptable. 2, men absolutely should have a say in whether or not their partner has an abortion, because that baby is 50% their child. So, does a rapist have a say? Yes, let's use the 0.1%. I'm going to go ahead and say, 1, that in the 0.1% of pregnancies that result in rape, the rapist is not concerned about the baby. But in let's say, a hypothetical situation where a rapist gets somebody pregnant and then finds out that they're pregnant and wants them to have the child, it doesn't matter, because abortion is always wrong and she shouldn't have an abortion and that baby should be born. So my stance remains the same in every single situation. Abortion is wrong always. There's no justifiable reason for abortion, and all babies should be born. Coming back to the last time, you said, find a 21-year-old. I'm still interested if you don't think I might be a little old. You're not a little old. Okay, listen, the age gap nonsense is just nonsense. It doesn't matter. Once she is also an adult, it literally doesn't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 65. I literally don't. That might make things a little difficult, because she might be interested in friggin' parasailing or whatever, paragliding, whatever the fuck that word is. And you might be interested in sitting on the couch and drinking tea, but like, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Age gap is completely irrelevant when you are both adults. Men don't have a say, because when a cute girl smiles at a guy, she can get his sperm pretty easy. It doesn't work the other way around. Men do have a say, because it's 50%. Okay, I mean, it's 100% your child. It's 100% your child. It's 100% her child. But like, you are required for the act. You created that life. She didn't just create that life on her own. A man should absolutely have a say in whether or not their partner has an abortion. Like, yeah. But also, let's keep in mind that I am also against premarital sex, and and I say that you should be married when you're having children, and like, there's a lot of things to talk about with this. No abortion, even if a kid was raped and the doctor says it would be dangerous for her to give birth at her age. It wouldn't be dangerous for if she's okay. This is a horrible scenario. Let me clarify. First of all, horrible, and God willing, that happens to no child ever. And first of all, rapists should be, well, I have a pretty extreme view of what should happen to the rapist that I won't say. But that's the first thing there. Second thing is, if that happened, if she has had a period, she is able to bear a child. Like, it would not kill her to give birth. There's not a situation where it would kill her to give birth. If she's had a period, she's able to have a baby. So no, like, there's literally not ever, you're never going to ever come up with a situation where I think it's justifiable. Like, there's never going to be a situation in my mind where it's justifiable to murder a baby. It's just not. It doesn't matter what the circumstance of that baby coming into the world is. It's a baby, and you don't just get to kill it because of where it is, because it's small and it's in somebody else's uterus. It's a baby. Panther Kitty TTV. Hi. Hello.
Her mother was a vegetable in a care facility and a worker did it, and that's horrible. That's objectively horrible. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen ever. Like, let me make it very, very clear. I don't want that to happen. That's evil. Rapists should pay the ultimate price, but the baby should not be murdered for the sins of its father. What if the woman can't love the child because of how it happened? I agree with you, on, by the way, on abortion. Okay, so do you think that it would be better for children in abusive homes to have been aborted? Like, do you think it would be better for children who end up in the foster care system to just have been aborted? Foster care system to just have been aborted. Do you think it would be better for children who grow up in poverty to just have been aborted rather than have been born? Because that's crazy. That's a crazy fucking take. To just say, wow, you're better off being dead. That's crazy. Each nation on would work. Each nation on would work more efficiently if they had their own version of the gulag. I've actually kind of said something similar. If our punishment for things like rape was the blood eagle from Vikings, then I don't think rape would happen anymore. So we're listening to the final countdown. It's final countdown. Am I better off not living or living a life of torment? Living. You're better off living. I'm sorry, but I simply cannot understand the perspective of you're better off just being dead rather than maybe struggling and then like could you imagine? I'm sorry. I don't even know how to have a discussion about this without like I have to really truly understand what you're saying is you're saying it would be better off to be dead than are you better off going to hell or just not existing? Those kids but those aren't the kids are not going to hell. The kids are not going to hell. I don't. What? If you support abortion based on not wanting the kid to grow up poor, then you also support basically murdering all poor people. True. We can substitute this statement with if you support abortion based on the kid growing up in an abusive household, then you support murdering every child who lives in an abusive household. Like, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around that being a perspective that somebody has. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand that. I'm trying to I don't know. Also, Claustine, I saw that you said that you like my take about the age thing. Listen, people will tell you, "Oh my gosh, I think I saw a tweet the other day that was like it was about a like a 30-year-old dating a 22-year-old or something, and the person said that they were a creep." And I'm like, what? A 30-year-old dating a 22-year-old? That's creepy? What? What? How is that creepy? That's actually no problem. No, it's not. It's not a problem. I don't know how anyone could call that creepy. That's how is that creepy? Explain to me how two adults is together is creepy. What? Jimbo, Jimbalaya, you have got some interesting perspectives that you share with us. It's very interesting. Jimbo. The danger zone. I understand the thinking. The idea is a life of suffering is not a life living. That assumes that a difficult life cannot contain beauty, joy, grace, love, which obviously can. How many rich kids end up as drug addicts because their life has no meaning? You can't predict which lives will have suffering and to what degree. Yeah, so in my head, I didn't say this out loud, but I'm like, I think this inherently comes down to like me believing that there is always love, there is always light in this world because God exists. And so like maybe this is just my religious part of me that's like there's always a chance for redemption, there's always a chance for love, there's always a chance, like even if you were in the most tragic, horrible circumstance, like giving up is just, it's not an option, right? Like I don't know. So it's hard for me to understand the mentality of like, well, if I'm gonna suffer, I may as well just not exist. Aren't some states in the US talking about lowering age of consent to 12 and 14? I don't think so. I have not heard that. I've not heard any states in the United. I don't think so. I don't know where you're hearing that. I don't think so. Psych 667. Oh. Listen, a 22-year-old and a 30-year-old are both adults. Okay? They're both adults. There is absolutely zero problems, zero whatsoever, with those two people dating each other. There is not even a problem with a 22-year-old dating a 50-year-old. I don't care. That's two adults. Okay? I don't know when we became this like weird about age. What? There are a lot of foster children who suffer. How many have you adopted? Oh my, oh my. Oh, here it goes. This is always where it goes. How many have you personally adopted, you Christian? How many have you personally saved from their suffering? Urinal! Urinal! I just said earlier because GRP checked in and I'm like, where the heck's Urinal? Urinal wasn't here at all today. I'm like, that's okay. Hi. I was like, GRP and Urinal joined us the same day. So where the heck's Urinal? Not your job, right? No, that's not. Okay. Okay. I personally cannot save every single person in the world, and to somehow use the fact that I can't adopt every single child who is suffering as some type of like gotcha is crazy. Crazy. What do you want me to do that I don't already do? It's, why aren't you adopting children? Why aren't you adopting kids that need saving? Like,
Oh man.
I don't have extreme views left or right, so I never say never. For example, an abortion, what if a doctor says the mother will not survive? Bring the child. That doesn't happen. There is never, ever, ever, this is a lie. This is a lie. There is never a circumstance where it is necessary to kill the baby rather than give birth to the baby. Never, never, ever, ever. The difference is people use the terminology wrong. People use, they seem to think that a baby coming out dead is an it's not an abortion. Abortion is willfully terminating the child. You do not need to do that to birth the child. So what if a doctor says a mother will not survive bringing the child to birth? That's not going to happen. Saving the mother versus taking the risk if the child is not going to live is the right choice. Also, what about all of these circumstances? And this has happened many times where doctors tell parents that their child is likely not going to survive and they have deformities and defects that will kill them within hours of life, and then they give birth to a healthy baby. Because this has happened time and time and time again. Chat, why don't I see wine in her hand? Because it's Thursday. Because it's Thursday, urinal. And I said earlier that maybe if we could hit our sub goal, like our big sub goal, I would like celebrate, right? Like if we, like today and tomorrow and Saturday, if we all work together to hit like my goal of 500, like maybe I'd be tempted to have a glass of wine. But, of course, we need some support for that to happen, and unlikely. I'm adopted. My adopted family was good at first, but became a nightmare as people died off. I still wouldn't choose not to be adopted. I wish you would talk to an OBGYN doctor before you spread lies like that. Oh my golly gee willikers. I gotta just keep the blood pressure down before I crash out. Before I crash out. Jimbo, Jimbob, Jimbalua, Jimbalaya, Jimmity Jimjo. I promise you, there's never a situation, ever, where the choice is the baby needs to come out, you need to give birth, but we need to kill it first. Ever. There's never a situation like that, ever. There are situations where, yes, the baby needs to come out. You need to give birth to the baby. The baby needs to exit your body. But there is never a situation where that requires you to kill the baby before the baby comes out, ever. You can always give birth and pray to God that your baby lives. No, that is true. Okay, Jim, find me a situation where you have to kill the baby in order for the mother to give birth. I want you to find me a medical situation that requires you to kill the baby in order for the mother to birth the baby. I'll wait. Again, doctors can say that a child won't survive. Doctors can tell you that your child has water on the brain or has some type of heart defect, all of these things. And then you can go on to give birth to a healthy baby. This happens. Just because a doctor says this is what we're seeing, that does not mean that your child's fate should then be in their hands. So first of all, I think that it's crazy to just be like, oh, my doctor says that this is going to happen, so it's going to happen. I personally, in my own life, was diagnosed with something that I didn't have. And for 7 years, I thought I had a disorder that I didn't have. And I did not find out until I took that matter into my own hands, found a different doctor, and said, I think we should run these tests. And guess what? I never had it. So no, just because a doctor says your baby has this, do not kill your baby. I beg of you, do not kill your baby. Give your baby a fighting chance. Have your baby. Okay, so there's that, first of all. Second of all, again, there is never a situation. Okay, let's see. Severe preeclampsia. So my cousin had severe preeclampsia. She did not have to abort her child to survive. She had to give birth to her child. She gave birth to her child, and then her child was in the NICU for 4 weeks. That was at 27, 28 weeks. So wrong, right? You do not have to abort the baby. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. There's never a reason to... There's not a situation where the mother's life is in jeopardy and that requires you to kill the baby rather than give birth. If she can give birth, she can give birth to a live baby. You do not need to kill it. Okay, so wrong. That's wrong. Ectopic pregnancy happens outside and typically they end themselves. Ectopic pregnancies always end themselves. They can't grow outside of the uterus. So ectopic pregnancies will always end themselves. That's not abortion. That's miscarriage. So no, that's not abortion. You're not killing the baby. The baby expels itself. The baby doesn't develop. That's miscarriage. Wrong. But here's the thing. You know how miscarriage is coded in hospitals? Abortion. It's called spontaneous abortion. You want to know how I know this? Because I had a miscarriage. I saw my paperwork. My paperwork says spontaneous abortion. So when I say abortion, I'm saying you chose to murder your baby. Okay? That is not the same thing. That is not the same thing as an ectopic pregnancy, severe preeclampsia. Those are not the same things. Okay? Urinal, thank you so much for the 500 biddies. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. This might be off topic, but how's the crocheting going? It's stalled. My progress has been stalled, sadly, because I haven't looked up how to connect. Like, I finished one project, but I need to connect it to the next thing of yarn. And I gotta figure out how to do that. And so I gotta look it up on YouTube, and I was gonna wait until I could get together with my sister-in-law so she could help me because she's the one who taught me how to crochet, and I just haven't had a chance to do that. So unfortunately, my crocheting has been stalled out. This is a wild second stream to watch. Listen, I was anti-abortion before I had a baby. Well, before I had a miscarriage and then had a successful pregnancy, but now I am radically anti-abortion. So there's never, ever a reason to murder a baby. And yes, it is a baby the second it is conceived. All the best to you there. Take your time and do it right. I know, I don't want to ruin it. Sorry that this is your second stream watching. I don't really know how we got into how we got so deep into this particular topic. But yeah. I'm thinking we need to circle back to how great circumcision is. We already talked about that. What if it's so premature that there's no chance the baby survives? Again, you don't have to abort the baby in that scenario. My little brother was born at 26 weeks in Pennsylvania. My mom still could have had an abortion with him if she chose to. But you know what happened? She gave birth. She gave birth to my little brother, and her and my little brother are both alive. Oh my God. Because, yeah, and her life was in danger. Her life was in serious danger. She was bleeding out on the bathroom floor. They had to remove her uterus. My mom, no, this is too much information, but I've shared this before. My mom no longer has a uterus because of this happening. And you know what never crossed their minds? You know what the doctors never said? Hey, do you want to kill this baby before it comes out? Because your life is in danger? No, they said, you need to give birth to this baby. She gave birth. My little brother was in the NICU for weeks. And guess what? They both lived at 26 weeks. Did they remove you with her uterus? No. I was at home with my Nana. They removed her uterus after she gave birth to my little brother? I'm confused. Change the subject question. This first stream watching you. Where does one meet a Christian girl if you're me looking for a potential wife? Oh, I love that question. That question gets me freaking hype. Okay, so listen. A wonderful place to find a wait, hold on, let me reread that. Where does one meet a Christian girl if you're me looking for a potential wife? Okay, sorry. I almost thought you were asking me, like I thought you were a woman asking me where to find a wife, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on in that sentence? No, okay. So I met my husband through Twitch. But highly, 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 highly recommend, obviously, church. Church is like an ideal place to find a Christian partner, obviously, church. And make sure you're going to a good church. So I'm super biased because I'm Roman Catholic. And so I'm a big believer in Catholicism. But if you're going to be a Protestant, please go to a church where they don't say things like abortion is healthcare. I beg of you. Damn, you got a title? My life is over. I do have a title. Yeah, I got a title. I'm the PCPatty. That's my title. Just go through Just Chatting. No, wrong. That's not where to find a Christian. Trust me, your chances of finding a Christian girl in Just Chatting are so slim. Like the overall ratio of wholesome Christian girls to prostitutes is overwhelming. We are whispering because my baby is sleeping on the other side of the wall. So I don't want to wake her up. That's why we're whispering. So I apologize for the ASMR. But baby is asleep. I'm in my 40s, so I'm no spring chicken. That's okay. So listen, actually, men, I'm going to be honest with you, you're a little bit past your peak. Men peak at 35. That's when they are the most attractive to women because they are the most established in their careers. Like this is when they're climbing the ladder. Like they've got enough promotions, you know, like they're in a stable, they should be at least in a stable point in their career. Physically, they're typically at their most attractive because women, not, you know, like college girls, women are attracted to a man, right? And so 35 is like peak physical attraction for a man. So you're like a little bit past that, but you're not like far past that. I'm really successful though, but that's why I had to wait this long. Insane amounts of work. So that's okay. So your mate value is great because you can take care of a woman, and that's very important, especially if you want to find a Christian wife who wants to be a stay-at-home mom, which you should be looking for that because that's going to be the best situation. If you can provide for her and the children and she can stay at home and take care of you and keep you happy, huge W's. That's what you want. Do you take care of yourself? Are you healthy? If you are insanely successful, but you are like 400 pounds or $1.20 soaking wet, then it's a problem. Okay, great. So you take care of yourself. You're able to provide. And are you confident? Are you confident in yourself? Are you sociable? Are you someone that you feel like a girl wants someone who can, like, if she's in a situation, if you guys are in a situation together, she wants someone who she can just kind of look to for protection, for comfort, for whatever she needs in that moment. Do you feel like you're someone who can provide that, or are you like a, wallflower type, like you stay in the back, you don't want to get involved, you're not confident in your own skin? Like, I'm 37 and no near peak. I need better equipment from Temu to reach that top. Temu? Isn't Temu like the Chinese website where people pay like $5 for something that should be $100? Hello, elite status. I'll be 49 on Saturday. I get hit on by a 27-year-old last week. Just saying, don't look, as tough as it may be. Got hit on. Ooh, spicy. I'm confident. Just seems like the world is full of leftist boss babes, so just wondering where to meet women with Christian values. I mean, do you go to church? If you're not going to church, you should absolutely go to church every Sunday. Research shows that Christians who regularly attend church, regularly attend mass, are significantly happier than those who don't, and significantly happier than agnostics and atheists. The happiest group of people in this country are married Christian conservatives. I'm only recently looking at Christianity. I bought a Bible on my Kindle last week. I'm a newbie. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm so happy for you. God is calling you. That is awesome. I'm so glad that you ended up finding the stream. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. Speaking of which, it's 9 o'clock. Claustine. I said that I was going to stick around for a couple more minutes, and I ended up sticking around for like another 45 minutes. I hope my husband is playing games or something, and I'm not totally ruining his night right now. What is my husband doing? Let me check Discord and see if I see him playing games. I hope he's not just waiting for me to end stream. I thought it was wine time. No, it's wine time when we hit 500 subs. So when we hit 500 subs, it's wine time. Church is tricky for meeting good Christian women too. Too many women go to church to repent for past deeds. I don't know about all that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the sub. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you. Listen, also, they're trying to get me to have wine because last Saturday I was having a day, and I decided that I would have wine to toast our friend who had died. And I got a little bit crazy and said some off-the-cuff things, and they're like, it was funny. So these bad influences. Okay, so here is a lot of couples that I know. So I don't have a group like this near me, unfortunately, but there are young Christian groups, like the one that I was in. It was a young Catholic group in New Jersey, and they were all college age to about mid-30s, because they were undergrads, graduates, postgrads. It was a college group associated with with this college in New Jersey. And a lot of them now are getting married and having kids, which is really wonderful. So, social groups that are built around shared values, Christian groups, right? Like, that's going to be an ideal place for you to find someone. Vex, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Vex. Vex, oh, I was thinking about you today. Why was I thinking about you? Oh, because I was thinking about World of Tanks, and I was like, I literally, in my head, I like pictured you saying, just play World of Tanks again. And yeah, that's why you popped into my head. Urinal, thank you so much for the 2 subbies. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, look, we're slowly making our way there. We're at 329 out of 500. We're so close. Let's see. Calling girls on Twitch that aren't Christian adult workers. I know what you're referring to, but please, let's use a bit more discretion. Most of them are. No, but most of them are. That's not, I'm not being, no, most of them are. If you click on a stream, I've done this experiment before. A lot of the time, I think I did this 10 of the just chatting streamers that I clicked on, because this was way back in the day when I was raging against the hot tub streamers. I think it was 7 out of 10 when I clicked on their streams just chatting, not in the pool and hot tubs category, had links to OnlyFans or Fansly or Patreon or one of the other websites where you can buy their artwork. And if you're selling naked pictures of yourself online, you're a prostitute. You're a sex worker. Like, you're a sex worker. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, I'm not for euphemisms. So I'm not being, that's just reality. Hi, Jameson. Hello. Jim, nobody's saying that. I'm not telling them that they have to sub or they're left a snowflake. Let's not. A lot of my former Christian friends have fallen by the wayside, including me to some extent. I mean, it's never a bad time. It's never a bad time to come back. Hashtag blame COVID. True, Jeff. Honestly, you're not wrong. Yeah, a lot of people started doing OF and Fansly and stuff because of COVID. You're right. You're so right. Oh, COVID. Jim is quite the barrel of fun. Yeah. I don't even know what we were talking about the other day, but Jim said he was going to stop watching me because he thinks I'm a bad person because I said that children have a right to a mom and a dad. I'm sorry, Jim. I know that's your opinion and I shouldn't laugh. I just think that that's crazy. I think that should be like a one of those things, a given that everybody should agree on, right? But apparently not. To be fair, without COVID, you wouldn't be PCPatty. It's true. Yeah, I started streaming before COVID. It's fine, I laugh at you too. Good. I'm glad that we're just a whole bunch of laughing fools. It's so nice. I love it. Okay, Urinal, you can say it. This hype train's about to end anyway. It's fine. It's fine. We couldn't get past a level 1 hype train earlier today either. Okay, so if you can't find a Christian group to join, I mean, you should be going to church, first of all. For your own soul, you should be going to church. Weekly, not just like a Christmas, Easter type of thing. Like, you should be going to church every single week. At least. I will say, in my particular church, pretty much all of the women that I see are married. They're all married. There are a lot of young families. So if you came to my church feel like it would be tough to find a partner there because most of them are already married off. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left on the train. I travel a lot, so finding a single church is tricky, especially since churches would be in other languages. Oh my gosh, Thomas also travels, and we're trying to get Thomas to find a woman as well. Okay, you know what? We need to find a method. We need to find a way for you travelers to find someone. Vex, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know, as much as I hate to say it, you guys, as much as I hate to say it, online is not the worst possible thing. This, I know it sounds crazy. It's gonna be hard to believe here. I met my husband through Twitch. I know, but I met my husband through Twitch. He was one of my first viewers years ago when I first started streaming, and yeah, now we're married and we have a 10-month-old child. So I know it's crazy. But like, I'm not necessarily saying that you need to find somebody through Twitch. But if you find an online community, perhaps in a particular game, that you like to play, or some other type of activity, like where you're gonna find someone is gonna be somewhere where you have shared. No, I'm not saying do that. But where you're gonna find someone is where you have shared values or shared interests, right? So like, again, at a church group, if you are into running, like a running group, if you are into, I don't know, wood shop, some type of wood shop, like if you're into a certain type of exercising, like exercising classes, like places where you're going to find someone who shares some type of interest with you, because then you're going to have a foundation, you're going to have a friendship based on things that you both like that you're going to pursue together. But if you're traveling a lot, yeah, I don't know, traveling is tough. I'm hoping that happens with another streamer I follow. I spend a lot of money on her OnlyFans. Repent and find God, Jim. Repent and find God. Please stop. Porn is so bad for you. I can't even tell you how bad porn is for you. It's so bad. You're not wrong. It just seemed very unloving towards them. I don't think that's Jesus's heart. No, it wasn't meant to be unloving. It's simply a fact. Jesus also was not like, yeah, you're doing bad things, continue to do bad things. Like, they should be told that what they're doing is wrong and they should stop. Where are all the redneck girls drinking beer at the bar streamers? I need my new Twitch lady. I don't know. You know, I don't know why we don't have more country girls setting up a camera in the back of their pickup truck, chugging beers. I think that would do very well. On this platform. All she got to do is wear some Daisy Dukes. Real talk, how do you get past hating God because of past trauma? Yeah, there was one time in my life where I stopped going to church and was very angry at God. And that was when my grandmother died of cancer, and I found out that my aunt had cancer, and my cat died of cancer. And I was just like, why does cancer exist? Why would God have a world where cancer exists? And I was very angry at God. And I had to talk to quite a few people to like work through that. But one thing that really helped me get out of this like pity party, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. This just era of doubt in my life was, I was speaking to someone and I said, you know, like, why? I just kept saying, why? Why would God let this happen? Why is this happening? And he said to me, okay, let's say God gives you an answer and God says, this is happening because you did something wrong, because you sinned. Would that make it better? And I said, no, of course it wouldn't make it better. He said, okay, what if God gave you an answer and the answer was this had to happen so that you could get a promotion? Would that make it better? I said, no, of course that wouldn't make it better. And he said, so now you understand. The why is irrelevant. Why? The answer to the why is not going to make it better. Whether it's a good answer or a bad answer, it's completely irrelevant because it doesn't make it better. Your mom could die of cancer and you could win the lottery and that doesn't make it better, right? Like the why, let go of the why. Stop asking why. And that helped me because I was really stuck on why. And to kind of be like, oh yeah, like even if the answer was because all of your dreams are going to come true, it still wouldn't make it better. So why am I hanging on to the why? Why am I asking why? Because even if every single good thing happened to me, it still wouldn't make it better. It wouldn't take the pain away. So let go of that. And so that was really helpful. That was like the first step forward for me. God would not tell me that. God would not tell me that. And any Catholic priest who abused a child or any person is not a priest. They are a demon that I do not. That was a wolf in sheep's clothing that infiltrated my church. I think it's crazy that this is the one that people are like, I can't believe that there are still Catholics when Catholic priests are diddling little kids. Okay, I can't believe that there are still teachers when teachers are diddling little kids. I can't believe that there are still police officers when police officers are diddling little kids. I can't believe that there are still police or firefighters that are diddling little kids. Like, I'm supposed to stop being a Catholic because there were demons that made it into my church? I mean, if everything happens for a reason, why is pretty simple first question to ask. I don't think it's wrong to ask or think that. I don't think it was wrong. Like, I don't think I was wrong for thinking that, but I think in like fixating on that, I wasn't able to move forward until I let that go. You know what I mean? Like I had to get past that. I'm flying down to Tennessee to find my wife. I don't know, when I was down there I didn't see any baddies. Actually, Mallory is still single. JP, go shoot your shot with Mallory. Although you gotta be making at least like 500K if you want Mallory. Mallory's got high expectations. Okay, again, Jim Bob. It's crazy to say that Catholicism has like too many wolves when we've got more school teachers abusing kids. Like way more. Like are all teachers then? Should we just stop teaching kids because we have teachers who abuse kids? I hate it. I hate it when people come for Catholics and all of Catholicism because there were Catholic priests who were awful, evil, demon monsters. Unfortunately, that exists in every single organization ever. Like, drives me nuts. Someone gift her a Spotify premium membership. LOL, no more ads. I said that at the beginning of stream. I'm gonna get an ad blocker because this is annoying. Everyone always calls me out for the ads. Go, you. I should probably leave because it is 9 o'clock. It's 9:30. Yeah, I gotta go. This has been such an interesting conversation, though. I have very much so enjoyed chatting with you guys. Thank you, everyone. If you have enjoyed the stream, hit the follow button. Follow. You know, here are the socials. Come on over next time we stream. Come on over, have some more interesting conversations with us. Did the clocks go back over there? The clocks went forward. They went forward an hour a couple days ago. Yeah. Why? Yeah, we went forward. We lost an hour of sleep. Rush, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I gotta come up with a solution for my guys who are find a way to get you guys some women. Glad to have found you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Love having new people join the stream. But yeah, I did meet my husband through Twitch. So as much as I hate to say it, and he was in California. He was from Tennessee. Now he lives in Pennsylvania because that's where I'm from. So like he was in the military, so traveling, you know. So as much as I hate to say it, online could potentially be. Yeah, he was in Tennessee. No, he was in California. He was in California, but he lied to me. So. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Max, what are you doing? How are you doing the big emotes? Oh, no charge since this is your channel. Oh, you pay 30 bits? You pay 30 bits to make the emote big? Big emotes are big. Big emotes are bits. Oh. Oh. Thanks, Bex. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. I love your hair. Thank you. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Everyone, thank you again so much, Claustein, for the gifted subs, and Urinal and Regum Voss. I think that was buddy. I think it was just those three today. Thank you very much, you guys. For all of you guys for hanging out and chatting. Appreciate it. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.